How is it going, ISFL and DSFL Nation? My name is Tim G, welcoming you to the Season 57 Awards ceremony for both leagues. I am honored to be your host for this presentation. I'm sorry that things were a bit delayed. I was hoping to have a co-host or two, but that does not seem to be the case. But we are going to begin right now, starting with the DSFL. Your offensive performance of the year. Your nominees for the offensive performance of the year in the DSFL are going to be financial planning, Marquise Macho III, Vlad Wolf, Muddy Rivers, Marvin Bumgarner, and Cookout Trey. Both pulling up some stats real quick. But while I do that, the winner of the offensive performance of the year for season 57 is going to be financial planning for their week 3 performance. In week 3, financial planning did a phenomenal job as, pulling up real quick, sorry about that. In week 3 for the Pythons, they went up against the Kansas City Coyotes. Nope, that's Bondi Beach. Sorry about that, guys. I should have been more prepared. I apologize. But anyways, in week 3, they won the offensive performance of the year. So congratulations, financial planning. I'm not sure where your stats ended up going. I thought I would be able to find them, but I was not able to. With that, the defensive performance of the year is going on to be between Fran Stefani of the Kansas City Coyotes, Killian Liam in Week 7, also of the Coyotes, Trey Dominguez of the Minnesota Grey Ducks, Rob Dead of the London Royals, John Rex of the Portland Python. Hard to tell the logo, I think it's the Pythons. And then MJ Football. And your winner is going to be Trade Among Us Week 12, Minnesota Grey Ducks. And they their stats in Week 12 that I know I can pull up. Sorry, but bear with me here. In Week 12, Trade Among Us they played against the Royals. And Among Us had 10 tackles with 1 forced fumble, 3 points deflections, 1 interception, and that ended up being a pick 6. Congratulations, Trade Among Us. Your offensive rookie of the year for season 57 DSFL is going to be between It Huds Left Foot, Muddy Rivers, Dr. Squid, Junie Panda Jr., Echoing Thunder, and Bud Wolf. And this year's offensive rookie of the year is going to be It's Huds Left Foot. Congratulations. This season, it's Huds. I'm trying to pull up this stats real quick. This season, it's Huds, and in their rookie season, they had in 14 games, they had 212 attempts for a total of 1,078 yards with 5.1 average yards, 13 touchdowns, and 77 yards a game. Congratulations with that. And then for pancakes, they had 19 pancakes this season alone, so congratulations. The defensive rookie of the year is going to be between Hugh Jackson of the Bondi Beach Buccaneers, MJ Football of the Portland Pythons, Titus Tortuga of the Pythons, Richard McDonald of the Buccaneers, Tony Yaboa Jr. of the Anchorage, and then Alvin Norton of the Kansas City Coyotes. And your winner is going to be Hugh Jackson of the Bondi Beach Buccaneers. Congratulations, Hugh Jackson, your defensive rookie of the year. On the year, in their first year, they had 108 tackles with 12 tackles for loss. 2 for 2 on forced fumbles, fumble recovery with 11 sacks. Congratulations, Hugh Jackson, your defensive rookie of the year. There was to be special teams player of the year. Between Punto McKickerman the 6th of the Pythons, door holder number 3 for the. Yeah, that's not Pythons. Am I getting it wrong this whole time? I'm sorry. It's hard to tell with the logos. Am I quiet? Hang on. I thought I turned my volume up. But I've been quiet this whole time. Can you hear me now? Whirly Bird, can you hear me? Am I coming through loud and clear now? Perfect. Yeah, I'm not using my headset because it's currently broken right now, so for that I apologize. I wish I had seen the chat earlier. But your special teams player of the year is going to be, as continuing on, Cleon Riley from the Pythons, Mickey Martino from Anchorage, King Ghidorah from the Coyotes, and Zigzag Bullerton of the Pythons. And your special teams player of the year is going to be Mickey Martino of the Anchorage Armada. Pulling up their stats right now. Or to see what I mean. To see what's. I'm sorry. But no, the Seawolves, Norfolk. Let's see, Mickey Martino on this season had. If I can pull him up. Mickey Martino. For the season 57, they had 74. 1,290 yards, 17.4 average, 78 gained 3 touchdowns. So overall, and 92.1 yards per game. So a overall fantastic game. Don't know why says they're a wide receiver or special teams stats. Yeah, so they were voted in as a wide receiver apparently. Not a kicker. Oh, here we go. 41 KRs with 890 KR yards. Congratulations, Mickey Martino. And your DSFL Offensive Player of the Year for season 57 is going to be between Marquise Ocho III, Vlad Wolf, Financial Planning, Dan Smith, Muddy Rivers, and Rock Coaster. And your Offensive Player of the Year is going to be Financial Planning. Congratulations. Always nice winning in Offensive Player of the Year. So congratulations there. The DSFL Defensive Player of the Year is going to be between Killian, Liam, Trey, Demungus, Hugh, Jasmine, MJ, Football, Earl Grey, and Robert Bolig. And the Player of the Year is going to be Hugh Jasmine. Congratulations on a fantastic season. The GMs of the year, this goes to the best GM group in the league. Cowboy Blender and from the Bondi Beach Buccaneers, Skants and Rumian from the London Royals, Ding Dong and Griff from the Minnesota Grey Ducks, Baron and Lieutenant Black Grizzly from the Seawolves, not the Armada, and Dig Dug Love and Heffa from the Tijuana Luchadors. And your GMs of the year are going to be Dig Dug 11 and Heffa from the Tijuana Luchadors. Congratulations. They led Tijuana to a 13-1 overall record, first in the DSFL South. Congratulations. And your MDM for DSFL is gonna be between Admiral Ball Traders, Boss, Colton MC, Cheese Conies, F. Welly, and Phoenix 2838. And your DSFL MDM is going to be Admiral Ball Traders. Congratulations on winning the DSFL Most Dedicated Member Award. And the Season 57 MVP for DSFL is between bunch of candidates. Marquise Axel the Third, Vlad Wolf, Financial Planning, Dan Smith, Muddy Rivers, Rock Coaster, Killian, Liam, Trey, Among Us, Hugh Jasmine, MJ Football, Earl Grey, and Robert Boleg. And your MVP is going to be Marquise Axel the Third. Congratulations on becoming the Season 57 Most Valuable Player. And we move on to the ISFL Awards. Here is your special teams for the All-Pro Offense and Returner. We have at quarterback P-Quad Von Turbo from the Cape Town Crash. Supersonic from the, a Supersonic receiver. William Strong from the Otters. Over on OT, we have Blueberry Muffin and Gustav Farkas from the Cape Town Crash. James is running Wilder from the Arizona Outlaws. Animal Blundetto for fullback from the Yellowknife Braves. IOL is going to be between Canada Goose and Happy Tank. Canada Goose from the Baltimore. And Happy Tank from Sarasota. Joined by a tight end, Nugar Reed. And then Ben Ye and Ohe Wan for your wide receivers. And joining his teammate Wilder is going to be Smooth Green Grunch and Athena McKenzie for your kicker. Second team defense is going to be Hawk Toomey, Bjarni Hjalmarsson, Rockefeller Cotswold, Okiyasu Nijimura, Caleb the Geico Camel, Braxton East, Lars Oaktree at safety, Max Payne at DL Flex, IQ Bowman at defensive back. Your OLBs are going to be Tua Domin and Roy Rivers. Your ILB is going to be Riama Diego. Punter is going to be Marshall Von Toderbrand, and returner is going to be Dash Jackson. Here's your first team offense. Congratulations to all of our second team winners for All-Pro. At quarterback, we have no picks from the Hawks. Mako Mendoca Jr. from the Copperheads. Ignacio de la Serna and Quincy Robinson, your two running backs. At wide receiver, we have Alexander Rockstone from the Yeti. Football Catchman from the Osaka Kaiju. My teammate Mo Love on the Brood. As wide receiver 3. Trunk Gibbles at tight end. Your offensive teams are going to be Swantavia Stack and Honda Civic. Your IOL is going to be Kylo Wen, Titus Gilly, Jordan Drapal. Your defensive teams is going to be Polywag at DT. Miguel Caballero Rojo as DT2. Brick Wall, my GM in Black Forest at defensive end. Pizza Monster at DL Flex. Sebastian Rosenthal and Mac Manaheim for outside linebackers. And Swantavius, whoops. And your ILB 1 is going to be Norlina Half Pillow. Cornerbacks are going to be Lawrence Crawford and Brady Sunkisser. Your safeties are going to be Minka Palamalu and Duke Silverback. And your DB is going to be Matt Turk. Here's your specialist. Kicker is going to be Marshall Von Hildebrand. Punter is going to be Athena McKenzie. And returner is going to be Cal Summers Jr. Congratulations to your first team Season 57 All-Pro members. We move on to the offensive performance of the year. For Rick Diggersby from the Black Forest Brood for their Week 4 performance. No picks. And Quincy Robinson, both for Week 5, both of the Baltimore Hawks. Forcing to Osaka with the Kaiju for Week 7. Jeff Blanchard up Week 9 with the Hawks. And Ignacio de la Serna for Week 10 with the not Silverbacks, but Sabercats. Did I draw in a blank? And your winner for the offensive performance of the year for season 57 ISFL is going to be Quincy Robinson, Week 5. In Week 5, Robinson, I'm going to their stat line in Week 5 right now. In Week 5, Robinson had 16 attempts and 72 yards with an average of 4.5 yards. Congratulations to Quincy Robinson, Week 5. Your defensive performance of the year is going to be between Max Payne in Week 1 with the Osaka Kaiju, Hatsumi in Week 2 with the Baltimore Hawks, Senior So in Week 5 with the Sabercats, Mac Manheim in Week 6 with New Orleans, Brick Pudding in Week 8 with the Sailfish, and Tackle Merchant in Week 15 with the Sabercats. And your defensive performance of the year winner is going to be Senior So, Week 5 with the Sabercats. In Week 5, So was pull that up right now. In the game against the Orange County Otters, So had 4 tackles and 3 sacks, was 2 for 2 on two fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, and had a defensive touchdown. Congratulations, Senior So. And we have your offensive rookie of the year this time for ISFL. We have Anukar Reed with the Sarasota Sailfish, Alex Baudelaire with the New York Silverbacks, Random Joe with the New Orleans second line, Hefty Tank with the Sailfish, and Canada Goose and Blocked on Discord both with the Baltimore Hawks. And your offensive rookie of the year is going to be Anukar Reed, Sarasota Sailfish. Congratulations. Anukar this season with the Sailfish had a dominant season despite the Sailfish going 6-10. Anukar Reed in playing wide receiver had 1,123 yards, averaging about 10.7 per game with 8 touchdowns. Their yards per game was 70.2, so congratulations, Anukar Reed. Your defensive rookie of the year is going to be between Devin Lynch with the Honolulu, that's what I was thinking of. Drew LaChance with the Orange County Otters, Steve Dave with the Colorado Yeti, Oopsie Wrong Ball Orange County Otters, Vince Morrigan with the Black Forest Brood, and Brian Jones, my player, also with the Black Forest Brood. And your defensive rookie of the year is going to be Brian Jones. Hey, that's me. I actually won something. In their first season with the Black Forest Brood, Jones was a huge part of their winning 9-7 record, making it to the first playoffs as the Brood. Jones in his first season had 123 tackles with 14 tackles for loss, only missing twice. Had 5 forced fumbles and 1 fumble recovery with 11 sacks and 1 interception and 8 deflected points. Congratulations to me for winning Defensive Rookie of the Year. Your Returner of the Year is going to be between Jeff Landshark with the Baltimore Hawks, Dash Jackson with the Silverbacks, Count 7 with the second line, Julian McMorris the second with the Yeti, and Wilson Gotobert with the Sabercats. And your Returner of the Year is going to be Dash Jackson, New York Silverbacks. Congratulations. With the Silverbacks, Jackson had a phenomenal season despite the Silverbacks going 2-14. Jackson, pulling up their stat line right now. If I can find them on here. Weird, I'm not finding them on the roster. Oh, here we are. In their time as a returner, they had 25 KR with a 791 KR yards, averaging 31.6 yards, and 1 KR tackle. Congratulations, Dash Jackson, your Returner of the Year. And your Kicker Punter of the Year is going to be between Marshall von Hildebrand with the Sarasota Sailfish, Athena McKenzie with the New Orleans second line, Sam Wayman with the Colorado Yeti, and Kiki Martin with the Honolulu Hahalua. And your Kicker Punter of the Year is going to be Marshall von Hildebrand, Sarasota Sailfish. Congratulations. Despite the Sailfish going 6-10 along with the Kaiju, Hildebrand was very efficient at kicker. With this season, they had 33 extra points made, and made all of their attempts, as they had 33. Extra point percentage was 100%. They made 40 field goals out of 45 attempts, and had a phenomenal 12 out of 15 attempts made at 50 yards or more. So very, very well deserved award. Congratulations, Marshall von Hildebrand, your Kicker Punter of the Year. And your Offensive Player of the Year is going to be between no picks from the Baltimore Hawks, Alexander Rockstone from the Colorado Yeti, Ignacio de la Serna from the Sabercats, Honda Civic from the looks like the Copperheads, Blueberry Muffin from the Cape Town Crash, and William Strong from the Colorado Yeti. And your Offensive Player of the Year is going to go to Ignacio de la Serna from the New York Silverbacks. Congratulations. Or not Silverbacks, but says Sabercats. this season in San Jose, De La Serna was an effective force as, pull them up, they had a stat line of 1,446 yards with 4.8 average yards per game and 12 touchdowns and 90.4 yards averaged a game. Congratulations, Ignacio de la Serna. And your defensive player of the year is going to be between Pollywag with the Orange County Honors, Mac Mannheim, New Orleans second line, Minka Palamalu with looks like the Outlaws, Sebastian Rosenthal with the Osaka Kaiju, Hawk Timmy with the Baltimore Hawks, and Brick Wall with the Black Forest Brood. Your defensive player of the year is going to be Pollywag. Congratulations, Pollywag. With these this season, Pollywag was phenomenal. This season, Pollywag had a phenomenal season as they had a stat line 55 tackles, 9 tackles for loss, only missing 3 times. They are 5-2, forced fumble recovery with 16 sacks and 1 safety. Congratulations, Pollywag. And your GMs of the year between Roy Rivers and Swoosh with the Baltimore Hawks, the Hoovian and T-Money 6996 with the New Orleans second line, Perspirating Triceracop with the Osaka Kaiju, and Uptown Cord and Flux with the Orange County Otters. And your GMs of the year are going to be the Hoovian and T-Money 6996. Congratulations. And finally, we have our most dedicated member award between Acoustic, Baron, and Boosh. And your NDM Ice Foul is going to go to, actually tied between Acoustic and Boosh are going to tie and both get the MDM award. Congratulations, you two. And we have MVP between No Picks, P Quad Von Terrible, Ignacio de la Serna, Mac Mannheim, Sebastian Rosenthal, and Pollywag. And your season 57 ISFA MVP is going to be No Picks, the Baltimore Hawks quarterback. Had a phenomenal season as always. As this season they had 322 completions and 501 attempts, passing 4,146 yards with a 64.3% completion percentage, with 38 passing touchdowns and only throwing 10 interceptions. When it comes to rushing, they had 10 rushing attempts for a total of 23 yards and averaged 2.3 yards. Congratulations, No Picks. And finally, we have the Hall of Fame class of season 57. First up is going to be Ray Baker with the Honolulu Hahalua. Played from season 41 to season 53. 3 times Kicker Punter of the Year award winner. Second in career field goals made. Second in career extra points made. Second in career punt yards. 12th in career punting average. 4 first team All-Pro and 3 second team All-Pro nominations. Congratulations, Ray Baker. Next we have Emil Charles. Played for Berlin from season 41 to season 47 and Baltimore from season 47 to season 53. They are 6th in career punt return yards, 7th in career punt returns. They were the season 49 returner of the year, 3-time first team All-Pro. They were season 44 second team All-Pro, and they are an 8-time Pro Bowler. Congratulations, Emil Charles. And that is it for the season 57 honors. I apologize if this was a bit of a shorter stream. I really should have had more stuff prepared. For that, I apologize. But this was the award presentation. The signatures for our awards winners will be up hopefully pretty soon. As always, thank you for watching. And once again, congratulations to all of our award winners.